I don't want to overreact, but I can't help feeling somewhat disappointed at last night's game. Let's get into it today on Locked On A's.
You are Locked On A's, your daily podcast on the Athletics, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Good morning. Happy Saturday, or whatever you are catching this episode. I am your host, Booney One Name, and thank you for making Locked On A's your first listen of the day. Locked On A's is part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I've been an A's fan for over 40 years, and I've basically seen it all. Ricky, the Bash Brothers, the Big Three, that thing they called Mount Davis, the saga of Howard Terminal, everything with regard to the A's. But right now, we're stacking chips. We're building a dynasty. We're trying to win as soon as possible and get that dynasty set for 2028 Las Vegas. Got an exciting show in store for you this Saturday as college football actually kicks off. The A's will be starting Mason Barnett this evening. Formerly the number 3 prospect in the A's organization is getting his shot. We got Barnett in the Lucas Ursay trade last year. He struggled a little bit in AAA, but you never know. Vegas kind of does little weird tricks on you as far as what you can expect from hitters and what you can expect from pitchers in that crazy PCL. That's for sure. Minor league action was going on last night, of course, as always. AAA Vegas, the Aviators, AA, Midland. And we had 2 19-year-olds hit the hill last night. Prospects we don't talk about too often who could be in the rotation in 2028. Steven Echarvia and Cole Miller out of Low A. How did they do last night? I got an update for you on Nick Kurtz and his injury. Is it serious? Is it okay? Well, you know one thing's for sure. The A's are definitely going to play that cautious. First, last night's game. Listen, I get it's one game. And, I'm kind of mixed on how I feel. On one side of things, it's Leiter. Jack Leiter was great last night. He really was. 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks. He struck out 7. He was great. But at the same time, I'm a little disappointed. I can't help feeling disappointed. RD, I hope Kurtz is okay. We'll cover that in a minute. I can't help feeling just a little bit disappointed at what went down. It was kind of a little weird game. We had Leiter and Jeffrey Springs on the hill last night. And Texas has been a hot team. No question about it. Springs was okay. I wouldn't sit here and say that Springs was bad by any means. He was fine last night. He went 5 2/3 innings. I mean, he wasn't lights out. But 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. He got tagged in that second inning, which was just a weird inning. You guys remember that inning? Top of 2. We get Garcia to strike out to lead off the inning. Then Josh Young reaches on a infield single to short. It was a play up the middle. Tough play, but makeable by Wilson. By no means an error. It was a hit. But you almost felt like, things were just not going in the right direction. Higashawa single to center. It was a soft little liner to center. I don't think that was hit too hard. And then Freeman reached on an infield single. You guys remember that play? It was a tiny little blooper over Kurtz's head that he jumped for. Geloff fields it. Springs didn't cover first. I don't know if he would have gotten him either way. But just a nutty play. Heim comes up, sack fly, 1-0. All right, whatever, fine. Dylan Moore, who they just picked up from the Mariners, hasn't been able to hit a lick. It's a hard single to left, and before you know it, 2-0. Jonah Heim loves playing his former team. He sure does, Tim. Doesn't he? 2-0, and we go to the third. Lawrence Butler, and at this point, Jack Leiter's been somewhat dominant. He's retired the first 6 in order. And Lawrence Butler starts off, which was a great sign. Single to left, base hit. Hernandez strikes out. Geloff, base hit. Feeling pretty darn good. Kurtz walks, loads the bases, and Langoliers tops a pitch to third. They go third baseman to home, fielder's choice. They get the out, 2 outs. Big spot for Rooker. Boom, double down the left field line. 2-2. Feeling damn good about yourself. We got Soderstrom coming up second and third. And it was a hell of an at-bat by Soderstrom. A hell of an at-bat. 9-pitch at-bat. Hits it hard. Grounds out to second. That's fine. I'll live with that. Would have been nice if he got the hit. Would have stretched it out to 4-2. Who knows what would have happened. It remains 2-2 until the 5th, where Jonah Heim, first pitch, bomb. Fine. 3-2. No problem. We go to the 6th. Springs gets the first 2 guys out. Excuse me. He walks Langford to lead off the inning. Gets Garcia into double play. Josh Young singles. Higashioka double second and third. He pulls him for Michael Kelly, who's been good all year. Gets out of the inning. 3-2. Offensively, we just could not seem to get anything going. And then in the 7th, with 1 out, Tellez reaches on a fielding error by Geloff. I don't know if that was an error. I thought that was a tough call. It was up the middle. Geloff had to go to his right, backhand it. Still, if he makes the play, I don't know if he throws Tellez out. Rough error. You could have gone easily infield hit. It would have been a hell of a play. And Helman. I mean, this kid freaking Helman. Again, Helman got us back in Texas as well earlier last month. Helman has 3 bombs on the year, I think. The guy's absolutely crushing it against the A's and always in big shots. Michael Helman, 2-run bomb to make it 5-2. It absolutely nutty. Absolutely nutty. He did the same thing against us when we played him in Texas in game 1 of that series. Jack Leiter was pitching as well. What is it with Helman and Jack Leiter pitching? I don't know. 5-2. And at that point, that was it. At that point, it was it. It felt like just the A's just had no energy last night. Just completely dead. I don't think we threatened again. After it was 5-2, nothing. Literally nothing. We went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 7th. We went down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. And before Blade walked with 2 outs in the 9th, and that was it. That was it. I mean, we did not have a hit in the game for, I'm just looking at this right now. This is nutty. I did not realize this. I should have, The last hit we got in the game, wow. The last hit the A's got in the game was with 2 outs in the 4th inning when Butler singled to left. Is that right? That can't be right. Yep, that's right. Oh my gosh. The last hit the A's got in the game was with 2 outs in the 4th inning. The rest of the way, we got 2 base runners on. It's tough to win that way. It's tough to win that way. It was just like I said, yes, Jack Leiter was great. But he wasn't that great. And the Texas bullpen's not that great. They're good. We just seem like a team with not a whole lot of energy. We seem like a team that was satisfied with the sweep over Texas, and we were cool. Again, just one game. It is baseball. But, what was disappointing was the energy. And again, like I said the other day on the show, cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic. 29-21 in July and August in 2024. 28-21 in 2025. Cautiously optimistic about this little run. Easy to play without any expectations. Easy to play without any expectations. When I come back, I'll tell you a little bit about the Kurtz injury and go over some minor league action from last night. We had 2 19-year-olds take the mound last night. I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey, A's fans, are you still paying full price for gas? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the free Upside app in the App Store or Google Play right now and start earning cash at the pump today. Use my limited time promo code SEASON and get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill up. You could make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already needed. At first, I thought it was too good to be true, but it is totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app now and use my limited time promo code SEASON for a limited time 25 cent per gallon bonus. That's promo code SEASON. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. We have an important request. Locked On wants to hear from you. We've put together a survey to learn more about our listeners and make your favorite podcast even better. This is your chance to tell us what you like, what you don't, and answer questions about our advertising. Go to lockedonpodcast.com/survey to get started. Everyone who completes a survey will be entered for a chance to win one of 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. Again, that's lockedonpodcast.com/survey. You can also find the link in the show notes. Hey, I appreciate you helping us out. All right, guys, so Nick Kurtz, as you know, was removed from Friday's contest against the Rangers with what they called right oblique soreness. Kurtz told reporters afterwards that his early exit was for precautionary reasons to prevent the lingering oblique issue from getting worse. Mark Kotze added that he'll likely go an MRI, out of an abundance of caution. The A's are supposed to provide an update on his status at some point this weekend, once more information becomes available. I was listening to Steve Sachs in A's Cast post-game after the game. I mean, they were basically saying how an oblique can kind of linger with you, right? It feels like you are okay, but it's something that if you don't take care of, can linger with you for months. My opinion is that best case scenario, the absolute best case scenario, and this is just my opinion, he'll be out for the next 2 games for sure against Texas, and he'll miss the road trip against St. Louis. And who else do we got on that road trip? I'll think of it in a minute. I think he'll miss the road trip as well. St. Louis, I know, is on Monday till Wednesday. And then where do we go after St. Louis? Anyway, I think that's going to be the best case scenario. I don't see that just out of precautionary. It is an oblique. I think they want to nip it in the bud. And considering where we are in the season, they're going to go towards the cautionary side of things. That's for sure. What's up, RD? Seems like a night when nobody is hitting. We fall with a blowout win. I hope so. We got Mason. I think we're going to need it. I think with Mason Barnett, which I'll cover in the final segment, with him going on the mound, I think we're going to need a lot of hits. The Rangers counter with Merrill Kelly, former Diamondbacks pitcher. Always seems like an oblique, doesn't it, Tim? What's up, Rock? I mean, they don't seem to win much when they don't hit it out of the park. You're right. And that's a concern. When they're not quote unquote slugging, and I hate that term. When you're talking about a baseball team. They're sluggers. And we hear that a lot about these. They're sluggers. I just don't think being a slugging team is the recipe for winning consistent baseball. And again, it's just, a label. But I agree with you. There needs to be other parts of this lineup that should be able to carry this team without actually going long. I'm with you. That's a concern. Junior Jose Perez looks good, or small sample. It's interesting. With Perez, RD. So here's my concern with Perez. Obviously, his numbers look amazing. He looks fantastic. In Vegas right now, 23 games, 81 at-bats, 10 homers, 321, 1220 OPS. But in Double-A, he played in 95 games. He hit 201, 716 OPS, 14 bombs. And all of a sudden, he has just gone from one individual to just another individual. It's hard to tell. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's enough to bring him up this year just because considering what he did in Midland. But yeah, he's tearing it up. And again, that PCL league is just a crazy league, man. I mean, we see some crazy things out there. We saw what Seth Brown did out there. We saw what Gio Urshela did out there. And we saw that just didn't transfer over to the majors. But yeah, it's exciting. He had a decent spring training as well, too, the few games he played with the A's. Someone to keep an eye on. I don't think someone to bring up this year, though. It was interesting hearing them say how Kurtz played college ball. His body wasn't used to the grind of a full season. Yeah. And again, he's been hurt this year too, right? And he was down in AAA. So he's played just about 100 games so far this year. And we also keep things in perspective. He's only 22 years old. So he's young. I would not mind leaving him out there. Taking him out for precautionary issues. Let him rest up. To your point, he doesn't have that grind of a full Major League Baseball season. Last night was actually his 94th game. He played, what did he play in AAA? In AAA, he played 20 games. So 114 games this year. Now, you make a good point. Speaking of AAA, we had a few performances last night. Who did what? Aviators lost 10-2 to Iowa. Alejo Lopez, 3 for 4 and a stolen base. Alejo Lopez in spring training was one of the better hitters. For spring training, he played a lot of games. Slap hitter, gap to gap, hitting about 278. He's okay. Mikel Otanez, I'm a little disappointed in. He was one of our high leverage relievers from last year, and we were expecting him to be a key piece of our bullpen this year. He's been hurt. I get it. But since he's been back in Vegas, has not been able to figure out. Didn't get an out last night. Allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, walked 2. His ERA is close to 9. Midland lost 11-4. DeVries 0 for 4, a walk and a strikeout. Steven Echevarria, 19-year-old, one of our top prospects in the whole system. High A Lansing had one of his better outings. Lansing won 1-0. 5 innings pitched, 1 hit, no runs, a walk, 3 Ks. And our other 19-year-old in low A Stockton. Keep an eye on these guys. These guys could be up sooner than you think. Cole Miller, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, 4 Ks. Guys we drafted this year, Bobby Bozer, we drafted 13th round from Florida. 0 for 4, walk, 2 Ks. Devin Taylor from Indiana, who was second round pick. 0 for 4, 2 Ks. He's been okay. Gavin Turley, 4th round pick, I believe. 0 for 4 and a strikeout. They've been all right since they've been brought up. You got to remember, they just got drafted last month and all of a sudden be playing games. So an offseason and strength training will do wonders for Kurtz. Yes, 1,000%. Again, still 22 years old. Super young. Tim, Booney, do you think Kurtz's injury started back when he slipped rounding the third the other night? So it's interesting you said that because Kurtz said it has been lingering, right? This isn't the first time he all of a sudden felt it. Could be. It could be. I don't think it started last night. That's for sure, Tim. That's for sure. We have going on the mound tonight, guys. The individual we got in the Lucas Ursay trade, 3rd round pick out of Auburn, Mason Barnett. He's starting today. Major league debut. Hasn't had the best time in Vegas. Who is Mason Barnett? What kind of stuff does he have? And what can we expect? I'll cover that up next. See you in a minute, guys. The NFL season is almost here, and FanDuel is making sure you are ready for kickoff with the can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you will get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. I love using FanDuel because it fits however I like to play, whether it is player props, building a same-game parlay, or even jumping in live as the action unfolds. It makes every game more exciting, whether I am watching my team or just keeping an eye on my fantasy lineup. It's quick, easy, and the best way to add a little more energy to Sundays. So, are you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. This episode is brought to you in part by PrizePicks, the daily fantasy app where making the right call can actually pay off. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right means cashing in. With football back, PrizePicks is the simplest and fastest way to get in on the action. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player projections, and you can turn your takes into real prizes, all in less than 60 seconds. I've been playing PrizePicks lately, and it's such a fun way to stay locked in for the season. It's quick, easy, and honestly, my favorite way to follow along with football. I love checking projections like Josh Allen for more or less than 270 passing yards, or Saquon Barkley for more or less than 1 rushing touchdown. And the best part, even if one of your picks misses, PrizePicks invented the flex play, so you can still double your money. Download the PrizePicks apps today and use code LOCKEDONMLB to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code LOCKEDONMLB for $50 in lineups after your first $5 play. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right, guys. Mason Barnett, 2022 third-round pick out of Auburn. Royals drafted him in 2022. We got him last July 30th to be exact, in the Lucas Ursay trade with the Royals. At one point this year, he was our number 3 prospect in the whole organization. Right now, he is our number 11 prospect. He struggled in Vegas, 25 games, 23 starts, 119 innings pitched, 125 hits, 81 runs, all earned, 65 walks, 124 strikeouts, ERA 6.13 again, but that is in the PCL, that is in Vegas. He spent 3 seasons pitching for the Auburn Tigers, 20 to 22, 4.69 ERA in 41 appearances, 20 starts, 137 and 2/3 innings, 142 Ks. He pitched decisive relief in the Super Regional win over Oregon State, and he started actually in the 3rd College World Series matchup versus Arkansas. So he has some pedigree. 4-seamer, fastball around 94 miles per hour, cutting movement, 22.4% whiff rate. Not overpowering, but slick, tricky, and effective. That's his main pitch. Got a sweeper, low to mid-80s, 38.9% whiff rate. Tons of wasted swings. A good pitch for him. Changeup and curveball gives him a full mix to keep hitters off balance. He's 6 feet, 218 pounds. He's durable. He's a workhorse. He has led all of AAA in starts and innings in 2025. 124 strikeouts and 119 innings. He hunts for strikeouts. Now, his big concerns command, right? Walk rate's a little high, about 4.92 walks per 9 innings, and he gives up the long ball. And that could really, really hurt you in that PCL league. Now, Barnett's the kind of guy you want if you like your pitchers with swing and miss stuff. He has a 4-pitch arsenal and the stamina to go the distance. He is a workhorse. He's not flashy, right? But he's got deception, movement, and a violent late breaking sweeper that can wreck timing. The command, like I said, is a work in progress, but his ceiling shines as a starter with real rotation potential. And that's why the A's had him as the top 3 prospect in all of baseball. It's going to be interesting today. I've seen Mason Barnett a number of times this year. And it's one of those things, guys. It's like when he tries to get strike one, when he tries to make sure he's not falling behind, it's almost like get it over strikes and he's getting teed off on, or he's falling behind hitters. He's leaving the ball up. He's gotten hit hard. He's gotten hit real hard this year. I'm concerned. I like the start. I like the call up. But personally, I think Barnett is going to get absolutely rocked today. I mean, bad. With that being said, that's a good thing for Barnett because my predictions are running at about 16%. So, that's not a bad thing, that my prediction. But yeah, I think Barnett, as far as what I have seen in AAA this year, I think he's going to get hit. He's going to get hit often, and he's going to get hit hard today. Yeah, but like I said, that's a good thing for Barnett, considering where my predictions have been this year. We'll see. 7:05 first pitch. I'd like to see a little bit more excitement from the offense. Should be interesting who they put. I assume Blade is going to be out I think it's going to be Soderstrom. Soderstrom will be at first because Kurtz will be out. Jesus, how are you, sir? It doesn't look like Kurtz will play. Thanks, RD. Nope. Yeah, I think he'll be out at least a few games. At least, best case. Yeah, journey it was, wasn't it? Last night's game, it was hey, that's a good description. Just last night's game was just a dud. You know what I mean? Like, I want to sit here and just, go nuts, but it was just a dud. Just a bad dud. But I'm excited to see Barnett pitch. I hope he kills it. I hope he crushes it. But I think he's going to get rocked. And I want to make sure I say that, because it seems like every time I say that, it goes the opposite way. And I'm hoping that stays consistent, which it probably will. Hey, Saturday. It's Saturday, guys. College football. Big day. We got a little Ohio State, Texas. A lot of things going on today, guys. Wherever you guys at, I hope the weather's great. Again, 7:05 first pitch. I think the Soderstrom will be at first. Left field, Plade maybe, Butler in center, Colby in right. I could see Cortez somewhere in there maybe as well. We'll see. Hey, guys, thanks for coming by. And Barnett sounds like a long reliever. We need an inning eater. Yeah, we'll see how he does today. I would love to be for him to be a starter, Timmy. I would love for him to be a starter. Like I said, at one point this year, he was the number 3 prospect in the whole system. He was ahead of Jump. He was ahead of Gage Jump, guys. I don't know. He's number 11 now. He's gotten killed. But, and again, the starts I've seen him, which have been most of them, he's got hit hard. But like I said, I'm in the teens with regard to my percentage as far as predictions. So this could be I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 7 innings of shutout ball. So you're welcome, Mason Barnett. Hey, go enjoy some college football today, guys. Hopefully I'll see you post game. Big Saturday. Enjoy your weekend or whatever you guys are doing. Take care, guys. It's another big moment on Locked On. College football fans, Locked On and Fire TV present College Football Kickoff, your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll of Locked On Big 12 leads the conversation alongside 2-time AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, former college star Jesse Hawley, and Locked On's local experts. A college football preview only Locked On can do. Catch College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV.